Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Not ramping today with us, is it? I may have to come back with a video. Yes, big cat. The planetary energies are. The moon takes its final steps in Aries before entering Taurus. This cosmic aspect could make emotions run wild. Emotions running wild? Listen, big cat. I've already told you we're besties. And as besties, we are what? Cool hand Luke. We are what? Calm. And holding our gangster. Pulled off our trolley. Emotions running wild. Ha ha! Looking for a throat punch. I didn't. Yes, I did. I meant it. I told you, don't sneak up on a big cat. Red light, green light champion and all that. Fist bump. Anyhow. Anyone could take arguments to the next level. So beware. The next level from an argument is what? Tussling. And next thing you know, someone ends up dead. And the other person is on the lam. No, not a lamb, not a L-A-M-B. I mean L-A-M, on the run, on the balls of their feet. Don't get embroiled in such skullduggish actions today, darling dears. It's so 2017. Try grounding yourself so you'll feel more emotionally stable and secure. Wrap your shiznai tight today, big cat. Because I've got a bit of crack on crazy in me. And I try not to feed the beast. We all have two wolves inside of us. We have to be mindful which wolf we feed, darling dear. The light or the dark, the yin or the yang. Leave any serious discussions till tomorrow, yeah? Because it might pop off, mate. I just told you. Leave any form of hard conversations till tomorrow. Because you don't know where it's going to end, right? Because a big cat's got the jazz hands, right? And they're like a tightly springed coil, ready to... Do you enjoy it, big cat? We can't go to prison with R. Kelly. R. Kelly? Yeah. It's not even Kelly anymore, it's Kelly. Because he's got to lay down. Anyhow, let's press on with the planetary energies. If you want a situation to change, it's important to choose your words wisely. Wow. I don't know, all these faces of people that I may get out of my life flashed before me. There's no way I could change that. There is no words. No words. Shapely back, yeah? Shapely back must be firmly turned to the past. Venus in Sagittarius squares Neptune in Pisces. Maintain healthy boundaries. Where's Nay? Nay's with me at all times. Matter of fact, I'm going to get Nay a little brother. He's served me good steed. And the other one's going to be called Too Late to Duck. Because they thought they got away from Nay, yeah? But I told you, we are leading with jazz hands, not hands. Healthy boundaries. We also have approaching, oh yes, as the moon enters Taurus, try grounding yourself so you feel more emotionally stable and secure. So try it, big cat, just try. Try your best. We are fast approaching a full moon, the last full moon of 2022, darling dears, on the 7th of December. Let me tell you something, every crystal I own will be bathing in that moon blood. The last one of 22, are you kidding me, blood brass stream? Yeah, I've set all of me clocks. And I've got my bags ready, my Ziploc bags, because I'll put them outside in the garden. But I don't want no fox to go past and think they can just poop on my shiz, naive blood. I wouldn't take it very well. And I'd be looking to do assassination of the foxes in the neighborhood. I would spend time on it. But anyway, as I was saying, the full moon is going to be in Gemini, darling dears, which means the past comes back to haunt you during this anxious It will be an anxious full moon. Gemini is the third house of siblings and neighbors. We already done a VT on that. Someone who you saw as a friend, yeah? Just before they pushed you over the edge onto the rocks of life. Reflections on the past year can bring up anger and a need for revenge. Big cat, I told you, don't waste your mind and your talents and the time you have on this Malkuth with anger and revenge. Are you mad? Listen, you don't want the wrinkles, blood. You can't afford them. Especially if you're my age, over half of 100. You can't afford them. Anger is taking the poison and waiting for someone else to die. It never happened, blood. They will live a long life. No, we are big cat. You have been chosen by your ancestral team, darling dears, to break generational curses and be the first to bend the matrix with the least amount of effort. Why? We spend our time on our knees, darling dear. And by the time we're ready to get up, we say amen, calling the progenies to hoist us back to our feet, right? And then we do the day again. Remember, the best revenge, darling dears, is to live a good life. One where you found happiness from within and attracted other happy, should I say pretenders to your throne? Because it has to be a pretender, darling. Only you can sit in the big chair. Live a good life, big cat. Focus the anxious energy that's building with the new moon fast approaching in Gemini. Focus it on what? Brighter and happier futures. Put it to what? Analyzing and analytics, darling dears. Gemini, after all, is the house of communication. Yes, it's got the twins, but darling dears, don't be two-faced to yourself. Don't put yourself into situations where you know your blood pressure will be raised right up or drop down low, darling dears. Your presence is a gift, darling dear. Big cat, did you hear what I said? Your presence in any situation is a gift. Your power grid is unique as you continue to rise above what was meant to take you out, what was meant to make you hang your head in shame, what was meant to make you live in a lack mentality. You rose up, big cat. Your future self is thanking you. So you continue to do it one day at a time and avoid situations fraught and filled with the what? Dramatic, darling dear. They're Quasimodo's besties, straight from the crevice of the devil's balls. And they want to come roll with you. I think not, Scotty. Look, I've got my shimmy top on today. Yeah, my son said, I said, what do you want for your 19th birthday? Because it's going to be on New Year's Day. He's going, oh, Mom, just make it rain. Oh, thanks for telling me, son. I'm going to put on my shimmery top and just shimmer past him to my room with my bag, right? My bag with all of my skrillers, and I'll shut the door. Happy New Year and peace out. Shimmy, shimmy. Yeah, I'll make it rain. I'll make it rain with what? These shiny bits. I've even forgotten what they're called. What are they called again? Of all the things I've got on my mind, I can't remember. Sequins. Yeah, I've got big round ones. But you want to make it rain? Who him thinking is? Listen, you make me have to put on these glasses. These are my serious glasses. And I don't wear them with a chain, right? Because I'm very serious. These are the glasses I wear when I go to visit the children's schools or colleges, right? I want to look like a nerd that is going to strip you raw with what? The the King's English. Yeah. Anyhow, we're going to dive in, big cat. Happy birthday, Kimorena! Big cat, wave! Tell her happy birthday, big cats. Why not? Happy solar return, darling dear. Happy birthday to you. Another year to sock it to him, Kimor. Remember I told you that. Get great and move in silence as we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides. From Keitha to Malkuth. Namaste. Energies. Up, big cat. I insist. Right. Let's get your ancestral message today. Where are we going to get it from? So all the cards are going, pick me. Listen, I don't like to be rushed and pulled about. We're going to use the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. Base of the deck, we've got Celestial Alignment. Oh, love it. Nothing happens before it's time, big cat. So don't ever think that you'll be lagging behind. Listen, there's 4 cards here. I wanted 2. Do I look at all of the 4 or do I put them back? Listen, I'm not doing this to myself. I told you. This is not the day for arguments. Thank you very much. Because look what came out for you, darling dear. Good juju. What's that? Dharma, darling dears. Dharma. Your hard efforts and works, the work you've done on yourself. The shadow work is not for the faint-hearted, having to tell yourself the truth about situations that you was there past its sell-by date, where they had the effrontery to be disrespectful, talk about you in what clutches, right? You can't even say a gang, because they're what, bottom feeders, and they need the strength of each other to come up against you, one big cat. Just imagine how powerful you truly are. Once you realize that the light is what, switch to the green, darling dear, for go, big cat. Let the mouth breathers watch you as you sail past. They've got, all they can say is what, look at that cat go. Yes, go is the operative word, because go means you now come back. Hey. One more card, please. It's on a 7, darling dears. 7 is the number of reflection as well as assessment and gaining new knowledge. This is what we are all here to understand, that our knowledge and understanding is limited. Anyone that claims to know, they've seen it all, they've done it all, and they know everything. Listen, don't listen to them. Them is a dummy butt, and they are living in what, a box in their mind, right? And you was built to live outside the box. This is why you was gifted with the skills of your ancestors, darling dears. This is why I tell you, big cat, you are never alone. Call them. One more card, please. Thank you. Cosmic power. Straight after cosmic alignment, balancing out your yin and yang, your masculine and feminine energies. You had to be a protector and provider for yourself at one point. Now, Divine wants you to get into the more nurturing side. And how do you do that? By protecting your energies, darling dears. Be kind to yourself. The 2 and the 7 goes to a 9, the energy of Virgo, the hermit energy. It's about standing out for being different on your spiritual path, the rise and the birth of you, darling dears. You are not the same cat you was 12 months ago, 24, 36, 48. You've come on great, darling dear. Even better than that, fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Balancing out those energies and understanding that you are the creator of your world, darling dears. Understanding that you are the one that sets it off anytime you want. But remember, big cat, this life is for living. Live your life. I'm not telling you to be reckless. You've got the fool's journey again, darling dear, but you've also got the tree of life you go through with understanding. Wisdom makes you wise, darling dear. But you must also be wise enough to understand that you don't know everything. This is why I task you with learning something new all of the time, darling dears. Matter of fact, talking about learning something new, because I'm into the numbers at the moment. The gematria took me into numerology. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was looking around for courses and books and I didn't know which one to get. So I put it out there. I want to learn numerology. And I came across this video the next day. His name is, he's an elder. His name is Lloyd Strayhorn. Strayhorn, whatever. I've ordered his books, darling. Just getting right into the numerology, because I'm telling you, you can really break it down. The way he was serving to me, I was like, good God, you are definitely a mentor and much needed at this stage of the game. As I was saying before, I interrupted myself. Learn something new every day, darling dears. Because if you believe that you know everything, especially if you're in a profession, if you believe that you know everything, then you are the limiting one in your life. Because the mass marauders, darling dears, they're at your back, wanting to what? Bring you back into the fold of fucking these, darling dears, where you don't know your ups, your downs, or your downs or your ups. Just saw 555 on the counter. That means change, big cat. But as I always tell you, the change comes from the person in the mirror. You create the life that you want. And you have to keep your expectations high. High! Because you don't know how the Lord, Father, God, Mother Isis is going to bless you. This is on the 18. 18 is the moon energy, darling dears, represented by Cancer as well as Pisces energy. It speaks about what? Fake frenemies, fake friends. Some of you will be going down memory lane. The energy of the full moon coming in Gemini is going to make you look back at the past, darling dears. But you have to look at it from a position of strength, because those things had to happen in continuity, darling dears, until you realized you was the common denominator and you could get off that crazy making what spiritual short bus, darling dears, at any time. Some of you may even choose to go back to circumstances and situations. Good luck. I'll be here when you get back, pushing my spectacles back up and sipping my mocha and telling you, well, I did tell you. Don't waste your time, darling dears. You don't know when your time is going to be up. And I always tell you, darling dears, we are going to our graves empty, having lived the life we've co-created in the name of Father, God, Mother Isis, having had the ability and put ourselves in positions where we can turn around and help another big cat. You are the survival kit. You don't think you're winning? Look at the person you was 4 years ago. Unrecognizable, big cat. Because you step into your North Node, your life's purpose. Oh, look what's underneath the mask. Storms are coming, darling dear. I told you someone or someone's would love to bring you back in to the fold of wickedness. Avoid it. Oh my shiznai's falling over now. Right, let's get a deck. No, we're going to go over the room. I can be such a chatty cat. Oh, if we're going to get one, let it be Perth Road, darling dears. Who is that? It's the High Priestess, and it's in the upright. We are all what? Lightworkers, star seeds. It also speaks about secrets, having to keep certain parts of yourself to yourself, darling dear. Never give away your everything to anyone. Because if the person is what? Envious, jealous, or full of hate, they'll find a way to use your deepest, most intimated things to them on you, darling dear, as a whip. Don't ever give anybody the handle while you hold on to the blade. The High Priestess is about going within, sitting between the two pillars of wisdom, Boaz and Jashin. It also speaks about something that is hidden is about to come out, a mystery that's surrounding you or someone around you, darling dears. Maybe they created a mystery in your life by doing the CASHAPP. That wasn't a mystery, mate. You was taken away by the Most High, Father, God, Mother Isis, but I digress again. Somebody wants to come out, darling dears. Their seniors being more reasonable, more balanced, wanted to speak to you, represented by the letter P, the number 8, 9, 10, and 11. The High Priestess also represents the genitalia area. Ugh. Last time we was talking about that person needed emergency help and lots of drugs, right? It was true. But Divine also is asking you to continue to be what? The mystic, darling dear. Be that mysterious figure. Your distance, darling dear, is creating the mystery. This is why the mouth breathers haven't forgotten about you. Your name is at tables you don't sit at anymore. Divine wants you to continue to what? Create the have the initiative, be the initiative in your life. Wants you to remember that the past is your motivation to get great. Whatever that greatness means to you, divine will add tax, but you have to do the work. Let's get a deck. Let's get a deck that I haven't used for a while. Oh gosh, this one's going to spill all on the floor. The devil's a liar. Oh, he's trying to... What kind of... Listen, I'm not picking them all up now, right? I'm going to rebel. I'm not picking these all up, right? In matter of fact, you can have the rest of the deck, blood. I'm not picking them up. Let me get another deck. It's outrageous. See how... Listen, the cards are uppity today and then chucking themselves on the floor. Listen, it's like a 2-year-old having a tantrum. I'm not picking them up. I know I've got to pick them up because I've got Queen of Cups. Mastering your emotions, darling dears. It also speaks about your loyalty. Somebody's looking at the loyal cup you brought to their tableau of fucking ease. The Queen of Cups also represents a mother or father because, you know, gender is fluid. Divine wants you to continue to be what? Remain calm, darling dear. Use your intuition and your discernment. If you are parenting progeny, darling dears, you are coming across as more responsible, nurturing. Your progeny are looking at you as though you are creating happiness within yourself. They haven't seen you in this light before. But it also speaks about you have to use your empathetic nature to solve any issue coming towards you, darling dears. You have to put yourself in the position of whatever the issue may be. Put yourself in that position. Because you realize if somebody's coming to you with their own issues, trying to project and take it out on you, what would you have done if you'd been in that position? You wouldn't be the person bearing the bad news. This is why it's best to separate. You'll feel it in your solar plexus if the circumstance is wrong and you don't hitch. Remember what I told you about the Sanpaku eyes? Especially if they've got the Yang Sanpaku eyes. We normally have you can only see the whites on the left and right of the iris, right? If you've got Yin Sanpaku eyes, you see the whites on the left and the right and underneath the iris. That means that you're going to have a tragic life, possibly die at the hands of a tragedy. Yeah. But Yang Sanpaku eyes, that's the whites on the left and the right and above the iris. You better lift up all you've got, right, and run. That person is evil to the core and they like to inflict evil onto others. Beware. Jimmy Savile was a Yang Sanpaku eye. And that guy, what's his name? The one that went through the Christmas parade. He's got Yang Sanpaku eye. Princess Diana had Yin Sanpaku eye. So we all know what happened to her. Right. Let's press on, darling dears, because I can be such a chatty cat. And time is of the essence. I would love another coffee, but I didn't have another one. I've had 3 today. These cards don't want to talk, and this one's all over the floor. What's going on? Did I not just call the Tree of Life, darling dears? You're getting another go around, but this is going to be one with wisdom. Remember, a wise person understands that they don't know everything and take every opportunity to learn something new to add to your armament, because a big cat is always armed and dangerous with knowledge, darling dears. Knowledge. A new beginning. Whatever this new beginning that's coming towards you, darling dear, it's going to seem like a tower moment, but this sudden change is something that was manifesting from the inside out for some time. Something that you've been working towards, darling dears. You had to go through every step of this new beginning. It could be in higher knowledge, it could be a business, it could be in a job. Whatever it did, you went through you jumped through every hoop. and no one applauded you. Well, guess what? The applause is here. The Tower moment brings in sudden change. Sudden change, having let go of a situation that you possibly thought was failure or a loss. And it's also the releasing of somebody wanting to take themselves out, and not for a two-piece. No, don't do it, big cat. You take yourself out at this stage of the game, darling dear. You'll only be sent back in a worse situation with even more karma to overcome. You don't want the smoke. Joy comes in the morning. Call your ancestral team. This also represents what? A new life or a new lease on life. Somebody who's gone through a divorce or a separation. Moving away from situations that were, well, quite frankly, or just crisis, darling dear. Crisis relationships. This is about you being wounded, darling dear, but using that wound to put you on a new path. This is also the releasing of habits. Somebody needs to release a habit that they've been going through. I don't know whatever that habit is for you, but something has to change. Was it the habit of being a couch potato, getting more active? It also speaks about somebody's going to be going through a fever, a surgical procedure that's going to bring on a fever. I'm feeling a lot of intensity around this. A surgical procedure that someone's taken is not going to go the way they wanted, darling dears. I believe this is a cosmetic surgery. Do your research, big cat. You can pad up shore up your britches any way you want, darling dear, but don't just go for the cheap and cheerful. Look what happened to Spice, the Jamaican dancehall lady. Yes. She went to have some liposuction and a nip and tuck and nearly lost her whole life. Clarify the Tower, please. Clarify the Tower, please. The cards are very slow moving. What you're seeking is seeking you. This is balance coming towards you. Cancer as well as Venus energy. Somebody's seeing you as very balanced out, more stable, harmonious. This also speaks about the unity of a partnership coming through. That could be the sudden change that's coming towards some of the big cats. Because when God says yes, no one can say no, darling dear. The Two of Cups also speaks about maybe a Tower moment in a situation. Somebody's having a Tower moment that they wanted to still do life with you, darling dear. But this is a journey that they really can't, not everybody can come with you. Look at this, to the Ace of Cups. Someone is about to be offered their cup, or offering their cup to you, big cat. This goes to Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration, but it's also the Three of Cups is what a third party situation. Maybe that was a Tower moment. Maybe somebody took cheating too far. They stopped taking the piss. They was straight up taking a shit in your life, darling dear. Well, guess what? They can't do this tree of life with you again. The Three of Cups also speaks about an organization, maybe a celebration of a promotion, or celebrating a new level of understanding. Tower moment. The lightning always strikes at the crown, darling dears. Somebody's realizing whom they are. And it really is beautiful to understand the cup of love must first be drunk from by thyself. Self-love, darling dears. And on the original Rider-Waite, the Ace of Cups has the 5 streams, darling dears. I say multiple streams of income. Somebody's also going to be getting an idea on a business venture. Because Cups always, when it's a business venture, it could be in a teaching position, could be healing. But this is the time for you to strike out, darling dear, before the last day of 2022. Launch your business. But be prepared for the hard work, darling dears. Anything that comes too easy is not worth having. But you're on the right path. Follow your mind, follow your intuition. The Three of Cups also speaks about a celebration with feminine energy, or feminine energy celebrating working on your behalf. Why would they be so... Okay, Ace of Wands. I'm feeling it. I'm getting the feminine energy. I'm not feeling like it's people outside of you. I'm feeling like this is lineage. This is the feminine side of your ancestors that are celebrating you, darling dear. They see that you're inspired, and it also speaks about a new beginning. They are assisting being brought forward to you. We've got the fire energy. It's masculine energy, so that makes sense. Your feminine ancestors and the Ace of Wands, masculine energy. This is your inner strength, but it also speaks about sexuality and passion. This is a new relationship coming through for you, darling dears. 100%. Something that you are not expecting, you're not even looking for. And you are prepared because you've got your nay, you've watched my Don't Get Smoked video, and you're not having it blood, bra, or sistrine. But I don't get the energy of trickery here. The growth that you've done, darling dears, if you feel that this person deserves an audience with you, I mean, you can hear someone out. And it's the best way to get your body language and testing out the body, reading body language on, right? Yeah. Finding they're telling the conversation so you can ask them easy questions so you can work out when they're lying. Yeah, man, interview them, blood. Interview them. Don't immediately say no. This is an offer of true passion coming towards you. But it can be short-lived because Tree of Life. Remember, we have people that come for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Maybe there's something that you have to learn on this spiritual journey that you've taken. It could even be energy from the past, darling dears, trying to drag you back into madness. Brown bread, darling dear, leave it where it is, in the dust. Basura. What's this? Look. Listen, I told you, big cat, don't be flying it off the handle. Don't whip out your genitalias, darling dears. It's distasteful. And it'd be disrespectful to your work. Don't just jump into the bed. Don't do it. Soul tie. Take the time to learn this person. Let this person learn you. And if it takes you 5 years, you ain't learned them, unless their business, they can leave. But the Six of Cups, darling dears. The Lovers. I said Six of Cups, but this is what it means, darling dear. Gemini energy again. This is somebody that you're going to be able to speak to on a level, darling dear. This is someone who's gone on a spiritual journey. But why now? Why now? When we're focused on the bag, minding our own business, right? Not going back to the past and moving in silence. Why now? Because Divine says it's time for you to come out of the hermit mode, blood. You've got to come out. I told you, I'm an ambivert just like you, big cat. That's why we're besties. Pinkies up, right? But we've got to go outside, and not just to get the shopping in. It's time for you to come out. You've learned your lesson. And Divine thinks that you can hold your own amongst the unwashed public. It's time for you to come out now. What's that tune? Chrissy, wake up. I don't like it either. But when Divine says move, you move. Just like that. Come through, ludicrous. Posh clap. Time for you to come out. And leave the past where it... Look at that posterior. Have you been doing them squats? Holding the chair pose. You thought I was telling you to do it for punishment. Now, babe, we've got to raise up. And it doesn't have to be a miracle, darling dear. Get your work in. Get to a spin class. Start working on your exterior if you haven't. You're already using the CMOS. And guess what? Guess what the FDA is trying to do? Ban CMOS. Everything that's good for us, that's natural, is being banned. They're not friendly, you know. I can just see myself creeping out into the night, right? Meeting some strange man on a corner, right? Opening my boot just to get a load of CMOS in. I will do it. And I won't take my phone with me because the GPS will track me. And I'll turn off the GPS in the car as well. And I won't tell the children. Yeah. But this new you and this new beginning, maybe the person that's coming towards you is leaving what a Queen of Wands, a Jezebel spirit, a Icubi or Succubi, who walks with their genitalia on their forehead, darling dear. Yeah, a tree sloth for sure, with algae in their fur, a bottom of the pit, a spell casting, gossiping, what waste station of a basura in, listen. Somebody who's very gossipy and nosy and very bitter and twisted, and this is present energy. When reading the cards, look to see where they are. Not only is this the Queen of Wands on her forehead, right? Tree sloth kind of styly, darling, yeah? With the Panani and Pufutum in the air like gang signs. She's wearing a mask. How much more do you need to know what the villain looks like? We already saw the masks that are at your back, darling, dear. Just because you haven't heard from certain pet cemeteryites doesn't mean that they're not worried about what you've got going on. You are different, and you are standing out for your difference. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, darling, they're being handled. Your ancestral team ain't having it. This is blocking what spell work, maybe of the wicked negative words, darling dears. Maybe even going as far as to actually cast spells. And guess where they're getting their spells from? Google, blood. How can you go with Google spell and be putting your... Listen! What's the matter? Don't tell them, big cat. Google spell, and not for spelling of the words, darling. Well, words are spells. But that's what they're doing, darling dear. Somebody wants you to be stuck and stopped in your tracks. They don't like how the cut of your jib, how your surgeon je ne sais quoi. They didn't like the way your lace front fits you, darling dears. They just don't like you. Why don't they like you? You're not involved with them, right? And when you are coming out of this self-imposed hermit stage, darling dear, you're walking away from everything in your past once and for all, but you are walking into a situation whole. Can't you see this person is naked reborn? Rise of the big cat, law number 25 of the 48 laws of power. So why was they trying to stop you? They don't want you to be whom you are. Look, bitter Betty and bitter Benjamin, because they're not getting their emotionals fulfilled. Maybe you was what? You was the one with the deepest vein, darling dear. Was there, you gave up your psychological password to them in the past, did you? Did you? I'm not telling you off, I told you. I'm a pointer, not a picker, but I can't tell you how my voice is going to act. Someone who took advantage of the emotions you put to the table. Nothing like giving somebody your true love's first kiss, or being loyal to a brother or a sister, a mother, a father, a cousin, whatever that paradigm was for you. It could even be a worker, co-worker, or a neighbor. This person wanted your emotional downfall. They wanted you to be barking at the passing cars, right? Not washing your own panani off a tum, darling dear. Smelling of all sorts, darling dears. And with a pitchy patchy hairline. Your hairline must come first. It did come first. They're not happy. Professional victim, but a gossip and a liar. Drinking and drugging it up. Trying to cover up their own what? Shoddy life. Someone who you turned your back on, darling dear, not a minute too soon. What's this? Look. We had the Queen of Cups in the upright before. Now it's in the reverse. Bitter and jealous and twisting and gossiping. This is someone that needs the energy of others in order to feel important. So they're like people that are in a less than situation. Well, guess what, big cat? You ain't whom you was before. You know your worth and you've added tax. This is somebody that would fake a pregnancy to get the attention, but then still produce no baby. This is the type of person that will be a listening ear. They've gone through the same things of you, but they was gathering intel to use against you. And every weapon they formed against you, 10 of Cups, on its face. They wanted to see you crying into your fist, still being upset over situations that are dead as a dodo, darling dears. They didn't like the fact that you're able to turn the situation and yet you rise. Come through Mayor Angelou, posh, clap. What's the matter with these bottom feeders? You've got the 6 G's. God, growth, goals, gifts, greatness, and gratitude. And you got the tree of life next to the tower. Good God. The tower moment is represented by fire, Mars, and Uranus energy. Uranus is about being the rebel, darling dears. Being unpredictable. This is about you what? You don't want to be like everyone else. You weren't built to be like everyone else. This is why you had to take on the role of black sheep, whether you wanted to or not. But now you're quite happy with it. Why? Because they stay away. But not for long, darling dears. We saw 2 queens on its face. Maybe 2 people will be approaching you. Or it's a bitch, Mitch, or Mitch, bitch, double-minded, darling dear. And every mind don't like you, big cat. Just in case you was wondering. Tell me some more about this miserable sort. Because your womb is telling you to come out of this. Come out of what you was in, darling dears. You've done the work. You've worked on yourself. The light bulb is on for you, darling dears. Go out into creation. Build your empires, darling dears. There's no time to waste. Because everybody you left behind, they're still going through the same shiznai, darling dears. Emotional trauma, stuck in relationships because they're afraid to be on their own, being lied to, lied on. It's up to them if they want to be gaslighted. It's their business. Got nothing to do with you, big cat. You're too busy peeing glitter, shitting cupcakes, and farting rainbows. What's this? Look! A page of swords. Somebody's watching, but it also speaks about a new beginning in study, studious communication. Some of you are starting something new, and divine is telling you, don't wait. Get it started before this year is over. Anybody coming back from the past, these lying, cheating assholes. I said it, assholes. Yeah, right. This basura is coming back because you are secure. You are stable in your cranium. You are solid. You are nurturing. You're practical. And you're slow. Quick, slow is working out for you. This is also the ruminating thoughts. Those that are still, praying on certain things. Stop praying for it. God doesn't like a beggar. God likes us to work for what we want, and the doors will be opened unto thee. But you have to work. You can't be a doubting Thomas. Apply the patience of Job. Whoever wants to sneak back into your situation is because you're stable. And you're strong. You get no S, you're strong. Don't be tempted to what you've already been released from, darling dears. Remember, there's going to be a lot of emotions running wild today, right? As the moon leaves Aries and steps into Taurus with a whole tantrum. And we're also in the pre-energy, darling dear, of the full moon in Gemini, the last full moon of 2022. Use these energies for your greatness. Analyze everything. Be like a child. This is 8 of Swords. Anything that is a conundrum to you. Remember, Google can be your friend, but not if you're looking to cast spells. Look, I'm not picking on your big cat. I told you. I just point out things as they come. I just come with the messages, right? I just come with the messages. This is a divine union. It could be a business. It could be the people that you call in with your energies to work for you, darling dears. But it's going to be a tight ship where everyone is able to drink. And I don't mean just drink. Drink and eat. Eat well, darling dears. Anybody that comes into your light right now, their life is a secure, signed, sealed, and delivered. Because they'll be living under the umbrella of your energy, your power grid, darling dears. You are experiencing rich white lady season. So therefore, if you're experiencing rich white lady season, you must come through with a bit of caucasity. What's that? It means you must be shameless and bold. Get to it, big cat. No time to hitch. Come out wherever you are. don't mean be on the road like a ragamuffin, but you understand what I mean. Come out of your comfort zone. You'll waste your life. And who's going to sock it to them? I can't do it for all of us. I'm so busy trying to sock it to them in the UK. Let's get some final cards. Then we're out of here. You finished up. Are we going with FP555? Are we going with the Romance, Wisdom of the Oracle, or Kippa? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kimor, you came through quick. You came through with Kippa immediately. Birthday girl. Solar return. Sagittarian season, darling dear. The only weaponized zodiac. Oh, this came out in the reverse. Somebody would like to reverse a situation with you, but it also speaks about whatever judgment or whatever legal wrangling or wranglation that you've had in your mind, darling dear. Divine wants you to free your mind. You're not supposed to be focusing on an outcome, darling dear. It's about what fine-tuning your skills. Judgment in the reverse also speaks about somebody that didn't want a situation to end with you, darling dears. They're going through the hamster wheel, wondering how they can do the double dutch and jump back into your life. They can't come back. Well, they can if you want them to. That's your business, blood. But look where you are. This is what you're serving with your male or female. The 2-2 goes to a 4, darling dears. The energy of the Emperor, protector and provider. You are a boss. The work you've done on yourself, how far you've come. Let the dead bury the dead, darling dears. That situation is over, as Divine gives you the ultimate gift. Look at the shady shadow ones in the background, still mouth breathing. The 17 is also star card, Aquarius energy. Aquarius is the 11th house, darling dears, and it's also ruled by Uranus. It speaks about the progress you've made. Continue to be rebellious and be the rebel in your life. Your originality, darling dears, is going to make you stand out in a different way. If you are starting a business, put the procrastination down here. Studying, put the procrastination down here. You have all of the tools and the capabilities to achieve whatever you want. Conceive, believe, and achieve. On that note, as you are being gifted, right? Because remember, the present is a gift. Continue to be like this as divine gifts unto you. Todd love to my Teesprings, Todd love to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. The past is your motivation, big cat, to get great. Anytime you're wondering what you should be doing, remember where you came from. Remember how you worked on yourself. And remember, you are the co-creator of your future. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.